Hello, good day. So, ang topic natin ngayon is still all about AC circuits, which is episode 4, all about phasor, relationship, relationships for circuit elements. So, I suggest panoorin niyo rin yung mga naunang episodes natin. Episodes 1, 2, and 3. Okay, wherein we discuss how to represent sinusoids in time domain to its phasor form. Okay, and how to convert them also the other way around, from time domain to phasor form or from phasor form to time domain. Okay, so now na alam na natin yung pag-represent ng mga sinusoids, voltage or current in time domain and frequency domain or phasor domain. Okay, relate na ngayon natin sila sa mga circuit elements. Particularly, ano ba yung mga circuit elements natin? Yung mga passive elements like resistors, capacitors, inductors. Okay. So, let's start with resistor. Okay, so let's say meron tayong resistor with resistance R, and we have a current flowing through that resistor, let's call I. Then the voltage across that resistor is V. So let's say yung current flowing sa resistor is given by the sinusoid Im cosine omega t plus P. So pwede nating makuha yung voltage across the resistor by Ohm's law, right? Voltage V is equal to I times the resistance R. So pag sinubstitute natin, voltage is I, or let's write first the R, times the resistance, which is this one, Im cosine omega t plus P. Yan. So therefore, ito yung voltage across the resistor, Rim cosine omega t plus P, given that the current is Im cosine omega t plus P. So ibig sabihin, pareho sila ng phase, right? Na-retain yung phase na phi natin sa equations, both sa I tsaka sa V. Or in phasor form, yung I, itong given I natin, pwedeng i-convert as yung amplitude Im, angle phi. Then yung voltage, phasor voltage V, so yung magnitude or amplitude niya ngayon is Rim, then angle P. Okay. Yan. So, bali ang relationship is voltage, phasor voltage V is equal to R, this one, times the phasor current I. Okay, or ito. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, in phase lang yung voltage at current sa resistor kapag kino-consider natin is AC circuit. So pag kinonvert natin into phasor form, so ito yung time domain, di ba? Time domain. This is the time domain. Let's have also the phasor or frequency domain. So ang relationship is V is equal to IR sa time domain. Sa phasor domain, phasor V is equal to R phasor I. Okay? Kapag dinrawing nyo yung phasor diagram niyan, so phasor diagram, imaginary, real. Let's say meron silang phase V. Ito si V na may phase na phi. Okay, vector or phasor V. Dahil in phase si Karen kay phasor V, so naka-align dito sa segment ni phasor V yung phasor I. Okay? Na meron ding same phase angle na phi. So ino-obey lang ng resistor yung Ohm's law sa phasor domain. Okay? Next, paano kapag sa inductor? Okay, sa inductor, let's say meron naman tayong inductor with L Henry, yung ano niya, yung inductance. Then merong current flowing na I. Then voltage across the inductor V. Okay, so kung papangalanan ko tong current na I as same pa rin, let's say Im cosine omega t plus phi. So, paano naman natin makukuha yung voltage across that V? Okay? Across that inductor, which is V, I mean. Diba meron tayong equation na voltage across the inductor given the current I is equal to LdI over dt. So, dapat kabisado nyo lang tong formula na yun. Okay, kapag sinubstitute natin, we have L times derivative nito. So, derivative ng I, which is Im cosine omega t plus phi. So, magiging L derivative. So, yung Im constant lang siya, copy. Then, ano yung derivative ng cosine? Negative sign. Negative sign, copy nyo lang to, yung nasa loob. Omega t plus phi by chain rule times pa sa derivative ng loob. So, yung omega t, derivative niyan is with respect to t is omega. Etong phi, dahil constant siya with respect to time, kasi with respect to time yung pag-differentiate natin, derivative niya is 0. Okay? Or omega na lang. Ang derivative ng omega t plus phi. So, rearranging lang ng onte. So, magiging omega L, unahin ko sa omega L, tapos Im, then times negative sign, omega t plus phi. Okay, so ito yung voltage. So kapag kinonvert natin into cosine din, kasi naka-cosine si current, di ba? Pag kinonvert natin into cosine yung derivative na in terms of sine, yung mnemonic na ginawa natin sa phasors and sa sinusoids, right? Di ba nandito si negative sine omega t, tapos nandito si positive cosine omega t. Pag ko-convert natin to cosine, positive cosine omega t, so simula tayo dito sa positive cosine omega t, then magmo-move ng 90 degree counterclockwise. Okay? Pag counterclockwise, mag-a-add or positive yung angle natin doon na 90 degree. Therefore, equivalent din yung V natin to omega L Im sa magiging positive cosine omega t na to plus yung original phi then yung idadagdag na 90 degree. Okay, so ito yung equivalent voltage. So comparing the two, ito yung current, ito yung voltage. So pag kinonvert natin into phasor, so phasor nung voltage ay, ito yung magnitude niya, omega L Im, angle, ito yung phase, phi plus 90 degree, tapos yung phasor, nung current, so amplitude is Im, then phase phi. So ibig sabihin, mas lamang or mas mataas yung phase angle ni voltage by 90 degree kasi may plus 90 siya, right? Ano ibig sabihin nun? Voltage leads the current by 90 degree. This is for inductor. Okay? Kasi ito yung magiging voltage saka current given an inductance sa inductor. Okay? Or kung in terms of phasor relationship, kasi ano ba so far meron tayo? 'Di ba we have V is equal to L di over dt. Okay? Pag kinuha natin yung phasor ng both sides of the equation, pwede yon. Bale yung V, magiging capital V or vector B. Tapos yung L, copy lang. Okay? Since yung I natin is Im cosine omega t plus phi, naturo natin to sa phasor video, right? Pag diniderivative mo, yung time domain, ang phasor niyan is magmumultiply ka lang ng, so yung phasor nung I times mo sa j omega. Okay? 'Di ba? So ito yung equation natin sa phasor. Kapag kinonvert natin tong time domain equation to phasor. Okay? So tandaan nyo to. Or pwedeng j omega L na lang. J omega L I. So pag nirepresent natin, sige, pareho in time domain as a summary. So sa time domain, ang relationship natin, V is L di over dt. Pero kapag sa phasor domain, so ito yung time domain, ito yung phasor domain, or PD na lang, that's V is equal to J omega L I. Okay? Kapag phasor diagram nila, bale, naglilid si voltage kay current. So, imaginary, real, phasor diagram. Okay, so let's say, eto si current, di ba? Originally, ang phase niya is phi. Okay, ito, phi. So, yung voltage natin na na-derive, it should be like this. Okay, meron siyang plus 90 degree doon sa original phase ni phi na, original phase ni I na phi. E di dapat, nandito siya, 90 degree siya. Okay, may 90 degree ka dyan, Okay, plus yung phi. Ito yung total phase niya. Okay, so ito yung V natin. So nagli-lead siya ng 90 degree. Ito yon, yung 90 degree. Yung square, it means 90 degree yan, di ba? Sa geometry. Okay. So ito yung phase diagram natin. So tandaan nyo na lang acronym kapag inductor, LE. Okay, LE means yung E kasi is usually pwede rin siyang mga variable for voltage, right? So voltage, especially for the source, tapos leads, L leads, and then I current. This is for inductor. Yung L, also inductor. Diba? Symbol for inductance is L. Okay. Pag LE, ibig sabihin yan, voltage sa inductor, L, ay nagli-lead. Palaging lead yung acronym natin sa current I by 90 degree. Obvious, lagi yon 90 degree naman. Mamaya, kahit sa capacitor, 90 degree pa rin. Sige, dun tayo sa capacitor naman. Okay. So, let's say meron naman tayong capacitor. Capacitor C. Tapos may current I. May voltage across the capacitor V. Yan. So, let's say ang ibibigay ko naman is yung voltage sa capacitor given by Vm cosine omega t plus phi. So, paano naman natin mahanap yung current naman? Kasi given tayo is voltage this time. Diba yung current is equal sa capacitance times the derivative of V with respect to time. Okay? So, bale, current is, so yung capacitance C times derivative nung V natin, which is ito, Vm cosine omega t plus phi. So parang yung kanina lang din, dinerivative natin to, ang nabago lang is yung Vm, 'di ba? Im kasi kanina, current. So magiging C times derivative nito, Vm negative sine omega t plus phi. Then chain rule times the derivative of omega t plus phi with respect to t, omega. Or we have omega c Vm negative sine omega t plus phi. Pero yung negative sine omega t plus phi, pag kinonvert into positive cosine omega t, again, that's cosine omega t plus phi plus 90 degree. Right? Okay, so kung i-compare natin, ito yung voltage natin in time domain. Tapos ito yung current in time domain. So this time, nagli-lead si current kasi may plus 90 degree siya sa phase kumpara kay V na original phase V lang. Yung kay current is V plus 90 degree. So nagli-lead ngayon si current kay voltage by 90 degree. In phasor, convert natin tong voltage. So phasor V is Vm angle P. Tapos yung current in phasor form, phasor I is omega C Vm, then angle phi plus 90. Phi plus 90 degree. Yan. So, ibig sabihin nga that current leads the voltage by 90 degree for capacitor. Okay, to summarize, sige, yung equation pala muna, no? Yung equation in phasor form, bale ito siya, di ba? Ito yung time domain equation natin, relationship ng current kay voltage. Pag kinuha natin yung phasor form ng both sides, bale, kuha niya lang yung phasor nung I, that's I phasor, is equal to C. Again, paano kumuha kapag dinerivative yung time domain? So let's say yung V natin kanina is Vm cosine omega t plus V. Pag dinerivative natin yung V, ang equivalent phasor niyan is yung phasor nitong V, so V phasor, then may j omega times j omega lang. Okay? Or I is, unahin ko si j omega c tapos V. Ito yung equation natin sa phasor. Yan. So to summarize yung relationship, kapag sa time domain, ang equation natin is I is equal to C dV over dt. Kapag sa phasor domain, ang equation natin, ito, I phasor is j omega c V phasor. Tapos yung phasor diagram, imaginary and real. So dahil nagli-lead si current kay voltage this time, unahin natin si voltage. Okay. Phasor voltage with phase angle na phi, right? Ito. Tapos 90 degree out of phase sila na nagli-lead si current kay V. So dapat dito yung location ni current. Okay, this should be 90 degree. Para yung pinaka-total phase nitong V, nitong current with respect dito sa positive cosine omega t is 90 plus V. Okay, so kaya leading si current kasi nauuna siya, ahead siya kay voltage. At tandaan nyo yun, so this time, acronym ICE naman. So current leads yung C for capacitor. And then yung E voltage. So kapag LE, kanina LE, current leads the current for inductor by 90 degree. Tapos kapag ICE, voltage leads the current I for the inductor by 90 degree. Tapos kapag ICE, current leads the voltage for the capacitor by 90 degree. So ito yung tinatandaan kong acronym. Okay. Yan. Tapos, ano pa ba? So, sinusunod din sa AC circuits or sa frequency domain yung Kirchhoff's voltage and current law. Okay, so Kirchhoff's laws in frequency domain. So sa DC circuits, 'di ba, alam natin summation of voltage within the loop is 0, right? Sa ganun din sa AC circuits. in frequency domain, okay, summation of voltage within a loop is 0. And then, it means na pwede mong i-add yung mga voltage drops and rise within the loop sa circuit. Pag in-add mo sila, dapat total yon sa 0. Okay, so it means, let's say, V1, phasor V1 plus phasor V2 plus phasor V3 plus dot 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 plus phasor until the last voltage within the loop V7, it should be equal to 0. Okay, ganun din sa current. So this is the KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kapag KCL naman, summation of current at a node, phasor current at a node is equal to 0, meaning current entering is equal to current leaving within the node. Okay? Or kung kusundin lang natin to, let's say phasor current I1 plus phasor current I2 plus phasor current I3 plus dot 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 until phasor current IN is 0. Okay? KCL and KVL. Okay, sige. So, ito yung mga concepts na dapat natin tandaan. Sige, para ma-illustrate kung paano ito gamitin. Solve tayo ng mga problems. Illustrative problems. Okay, problem number 1. Sulat ko muna. The voltage V is 12 cosine 60t plus 45 degree is applied to a 0.1 Henry inductor. Find the steady state current through the inductor. Okay. The voltage V given by 12 cosine 60t plus 45 degree is applied to a 0.1 Henry inductor. Find the steady state current through the inductor. So, meron tayong inductor. So, ano ba yung equation natin doon? Diba, in phasor form, voltage is equal to J omega L I. Yung dinerive natin kanina. Okay? Where yung omega natin, diba ito yung angular frequency, yan yung coefficient nung time or t sa loob ng cosine, which is 60. Okay? So, 60 rad per second. Okay? Convert din natin yung time domain natin na voltage into phasor. So, pag kinonvert to phasor, itong V equals 12 cosine 60t plus 45. That's phasor V equal to the amplitude 12, then angle 45 degree. Naturo ko naman na to sa mga previous videos natin, right? So, mahalaga na panood nyo na yan. Link ko na lang sa description lahat or sa playlist. So, kapag pinlog in ngayon natin, okay, so given pala yung L, so ito yung mga given na omega, 60 rad per second, phasor V, 12 angle 45 degree, tapos yung inductor or inductance is 0.1 Henry. So, pag sinolve natin si current, gusto natin si current, di ba? Divide both sides by J omega L. Cancel. Therefore, current is equal to phasor V over J omega L. So, palitan natin yung value. V is 12 angle 45 degree divided by J omega is 60 times L, which is 0.1. So yan, gamit na lang kayo ng calcu, naturo ko na to paano mag-calculate, 'di ba, ng mga complex number using your calculator. Okay, wait lang. Papakita natin. Okay, punta kayo sa complex mode. So mode 2, and then lagay niyo sa degree mode kasi naka-degree yung phase natin, 'di ba? 45 degree. So shift setup 3. Yan. Tapos input ko na direkta yung 12 angle 45 degrees, so fraction. Numerator is 12 angle, shift angle, nandito yon. Tapos 45 degree divided by J. Yung J, siya yung I sa calcu. Pero ihuli natin yung I. Sulat mo, input mo natin yung mga constant 60 times 0.1, then I. Okay, ito yung rectangular. Pero, kailangan nating ma-convert to polar kasi ita-transform natin into time domain. Okay, so shift to 3 para sa polar form. Okay, ang mako-compute natin is 2 angle negative 45 degree. Okay, so yan yung ano natin, current. Dahil nga yung given natin is time domain, 'di ba yung voltage is time domain, kailangan yung answer nyo rin is naka-time domain para consistent. So ibabalik natin into time domain ito. So bale I is equal to Im cosine omega t plus phi dapat in the form na ganito. Yung Im is yung 2, tapos cosine omega t, yung omega papalitan niyo rin kung ano yung original omega, 'di ba 60? So 60t plus yung phase na 45 or negative 45 siya. Minus 45 degree. Amps yung unit. So ito yung current sa inductor. 2 cosine 60t plus minus 45 degree amps. Okay, next, number 2. If voltage V equals 10 cosine 100t plus 30 degree is applied to a 50 microfarad capacitor, calculate the current through the capacitor. So if voltage V equals 10 cosine 100t plus 30 degree is applied to a 50 microfarad capacitor, calculate the current through the capacitor. So capacitor naman meron tayo. Ano ba yung natin, phasor equation kapag capacitor? 'Di ba? I is equal to J omega C phasor V. Phasor I is equal to J omega C phasor V. So ano na yung mga given natin? Meron tayong V na ito, 10 cosine 100t plus 30 degree volts. So i-convert natin into phasor V. Therefore, phasor V niyan is amplitude 10, then angle phase 30 degree. Ano si omega? Omega is yung angular frequency makikita sa coefficient ni t, yung nakamultiply kay time t sa cosine, which is 100. So, 100 rad per second. Tapos yung capacitance C, 50 micro, or 50 times 10 to the negative 6. So, pag sinolve natin si current, ito yung equation natin. Hinahanap si current, di ba? Si current. Okay. Bale, di-divide natin both sides to, or actually ito na pala siya. Okay. Current is J omega C times V na. So, direct substitution. So, J omega is 100 times capacitance is 50. Bali kapag micro times 10 to the negative 6. Tapos yung phasor V is 10 angle 30 degree. So input, unahin natin yung 100 or pwede naman yung J, sige, I times 100 times 50 raised to negative times 10 raised to negative 6 times 10 angle 30. Okay, so ito yung rectangular. Iko-convert natin into polar para maging time domain siya mamaya. So shift to 3. So we have approximately or exactly equal to 0.05 angle 120 degree amps. So pag binalik natin into time domain, so again ito yung magnitude or yes, yung amplitude siya yung magiging modulus. So 0.05 siya yung amplitude, tapos times cosine omega t. Yung omega natin is 100, di ba? So 100t, then yung phase na 120 degree positive. So yan yung current. Okay, next, number 3. For number 3, sulat muna natin. Determine the current that flows through an 8 ohm resistor connected to a voltage source. Vs is 110 cosine 3770 volts. Okay. So kapag resistor naman, right? 'Di ba kapag resistor, ang equation lang natin in phasor is V times V is equal to R I. Okay? So kapag kinuha natin yung current is divide both sides by R. Itong V is equal to IR. Current is voltage over resistance. So, kailangan lang natin is yung phasor nung V. Bale, phasor V, kung ito yon 110 cosine 3770, that's 110 angle, wala siyang phasor, 0. Kasi pwede yung 110 cosine 3770 plus 0 degree. Right? So, 0 yung phase niya. Okay. Tapos yung resistance is 8. So, therefore, substitute 110 angle 0 divided by 8. Actually, kahit hindi nyo na nga to i-phasor eh. Kasi 0 naman yung yung phase angle. So input 110 angle 0 divided by 8. Okay. 13.75. Ibig sabihin kapag wala kang imaginary dito, 'di ba? Ano siya? 13.75 lang. Walang plus imaginary na naka-add. Whole ano siya? Or I mean completely real number lang, right? Ibig sabihin din yan, yung phase angle niyan is 0. So 13.75 angle 0. Okay, pag binalik natin ngayon balik nyo into time domain. Bale, current is, so yung amplitude, 13.75, then cosine, omega t. But ano yung omega natin? Yung nakamultiply nga yan lagi kay t, right? Okay, yung nakamultiply kay t is 377. So, 377t plus 0 yung phase. Or wag na isulat yung 0. Automatic naman yun. Meaning wala siyang phase or 0 yung phase niya pag walang nakasulat. Okay. Next, number na to? 3, number 4. What is the instantaneous voltage across a 2 microfarad capacitor when the current through it is I equal to 4 sine 10 to the 60 plus 25 degree amp. So, meron tayong capacitor uli. Given daw yung current flowing, hanapin naman natin yung voltage. Okay? So, di ba yung current kanina sa capacitor is J omega C V. Okay? Yung kanina, di ba? Ito. Yung problem number 2 ba to? Tama. Current is J omega C times V. So, kayahin lang natin yung formula. Pero this time, ang pinapahanap is yung V. So, divide both sides by J omega C. Cancel. So, V is equal dito. Current over J omega C. So, yung current, convert natin into phasor to. Diba 4 angle 25. 25 degree divided by J. Omega, siya yung nakamultiply kay T. Coefficient ni T is 10 to the 6th. So, times 10 to the 6th. Tapos yung capacitance na 2 micro. So, pag 2 micro, 2 times 10 to the negative 6. So, gamit calculator para makuha si voltage, input nyo lang yan, 4 angle 25 divided by J or I yun, mali. Divided by I times 10 to the 6th times 2 times 10 to the negative 6. Okay, convert nyo into polar to, shift to 3. So that's 2 angle negative 65 degree. So ibalik nyo into time domain. Bale, V is amplitude 2 tapos cosine omega t. Yung omega, palitan nyo ng value na 10 to the 6, di ba? 10 to the 60. Then yung phase, negative 65 degree volts. Okay, next. Number 5. A voltage V of t equals 100 cosine 60t plus 20 degree volts is applied to a parallel combination of 40 kilo ohm resistor and a 50 microfarad capacitor. Find the current through each element. So, meron daw tayong voltage source na 100 cosine 60t, urong natin, 60t plus 20 degree volts. Ito yung V of t. Na connected across it is yung resistor tsaka capacitor in parallel. Yung resistor ay 40 kilo ohm. Yung capacitor ay 50 microfarad. Hanapin daw yung current. Current kay resistor, let's say IR. Tapos current kay capacitor, let's say IC. So dahil parallel sila, alam naman natin by principle of parallel connected elements, dapat yung voltage across the resistor tsaka capacitor ay equal dito sa voltage source natin. So, pag hinanap natin yung current, sige, for resistor muna, di ba, V is equal to IR in phasor form. So, current, baliktad yung ano ko, ba't dito ko nilagay? So, phasor I is equal to phasor V over R. So, i-convert natin itong V into phasor. Di ba, yan ay 100 angle 20 degree. So, bale 100 angle 20 degree divided by the resistance na 40K or 40 times 10 to the third. Okay, gamit kayong calculator. So, 100 angle 20 divided by 40 raised to the third. Shift to 3 to convert to to convert to polar. Yan. So, ang masolve nating value ni R is 2.5 milli. So, 2.5 milli or times 10 to the negative 3 angle 20 degree. Okay, in time domain, bale, that's I is, sige, 2.5 angle, or in time domain nga pala, gagawin natin cosine omega t. Yung omega is, tingin kayo dun sa coefficient ni t sa cosine 60, right? So, cosine 60t plus yung phase angle na 20 degree. Milliamp nga lang. Okay, yung 10 to the negative 3, ginawa ko ng milliamp dito sa labas. Tapos na naman sa inductor, ay capacitor pala. So, for the capacitor, paano nga ba ulit equation? Diba, capacitor current I is equal to J omega C phasor V. So, J omega 60, right? Times capacitance. Capacitance is 50 microfarad. So, times 50, 10 to the negative 6 Then yung phasor V, 100 angle 20 degree. Okay, gamit uling calculator. So, J or I times 60 times 50 raised to negative 6 times 100 angle 20 degree. Okay, convert into polar. So, shift to 3. So, that's exactly equal to 0.3. 0.3 angle 110 degree. So, pag kinonvert to time domain, current is amplitude 0.3 cosine omega t. Omega is 100. 100 ba? 60 lang pala, sorry. 60. Ito yung omega. Tapos, yung phase natin, 100 plus 110. 110 degree amps. Okay, next. Problem number 5. 6 na tayo. A series RLC circuit has R equals 80 ohms, inductor L equal to 40 millihenry, and capacitor with capacitance C 5 millifarad. If the input voltage is V of t equal to 10 cosine 2t, find the current flowing through the circuit. So, meron naman tayo ngayong series RLC. Resistance daw ng resistor is 80 ohm, yung inductance ng inductor 240 millihenry, capacitance ng capacitor 5 millifarad, tas connected sila across V of t 10 cosine 2t. Sige, drawing natin. Meron daw tayong voltage source V of t equal to 10 cosine 2t. 2t, let's say. Walang sinabing volts. Okay, volts. Tapos, nakakonect across this voltage source is yung series RLC. RL tsaka C. Yung R natin, 80 ohms. Yung inductor natin, L, 240. 240 millihenry. Yung capacitance, 5 millifarad. Hanapin daw si current. Sige, so pwede natin i-apply dito yung concept ng series. 'Di ba kapag series, alam natin sa DC circuit na iisa lang yung magfa-flow na current. Okay? Dito sa bawat elements, right? Okay? Kung ano rin yung current supplied by the voltage source, which is yung I. Pag in-apply natin ng KVL, summation of voltage is equal to 0 within the loop. So we have VR, VL, VC. Voltage across resistor, inductor, capacitor. Plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. So, bale, sign convention sa KVL, kung saan papasok yung current, kung saan polarity ng voltage. So dito sa V of t, okay, we have this direction of current. Okay, clockwise, papasok siya sa negative. So negative V of t, tapos papasok sa positive ng VR, sa plus VR, papasok sa positive ng VL, plus VL, then papasok sa positive ng VC. Tapos, equate na to 0. Lahat na ng voltage is na consider within the loop. Okay? Or, ibig sabihin nito, V of t is equal, lipat nyo siya dito sa kaliwa, mariretain sa kanan, lipat si V of t, negative V, mariretain sa kaliwa itong tatlong voltage na to. Or, equal siya sa VR plus VL plus. So, bale, ano ba yung V of t natin? In time, i-convert natin into phasor lahat. So, yung V of t, pag kinonvert to phasor to, that's phasor V is 10, amplitude niya 10, then angle 0, kasi wala siyang naka-add dito sa 2t. 0. 2t plus 0 lang siya. Ibig sabihin, 0 yung phase. So, palitan natin 10 angle 0. Right? Equal yung formula sa voltage ng resistor in phasor. 'Di ba? IR. Phasor IR. So, ano ba yung resistance? Hanapin yung resistance or i-replace natin, that's given 80. 80. Plus sa VL naman. Okay, anong formula natin sa voltage? 'Di ba kanina, kung i-recall, sa sa inductor, ito, balikan natin, 'di ba ito? J omega Li. So, J omega Li. Sige, palitan natin. Etong phasor I, yan yung hinahanap, di ba? So, remain lang siya as unknown. So, papalitan natin yung merong mga value na. So, J retain, omega, papalitan natin ng yung coefficient ni T sa cosine, di ba 2? 2 rad per second. Okay? So, J2, tapos yung L, given yun, 240 milli. Purong natin. So, times 240, 10 to the negative 3 kapag milli. Kapag, ano naman, capacitor, di ba that's I is equal to J omega C V. Pero kukomputin natin dito si V. Solve natin si V. Bale, V is I over J omega C. Yan. So, therefore, magiging phasor I over J omega C. Ano ba yung omega natin? Palitan niyo yung mga value. 2 pa rin, right? Ano naman yung capacitance na given? 5 lang pala. 5 millifarad. So, times 5 times 10 to the negative 3. So, ito yung equation natin. Linear equation in one unknown I. I-factor out natin dito sa right side si I. So, 10 angle 0, pa-factor out ko si I. Okay, tas matitira sa loob nung bracket is 80 plus J2 times 240 times 10 to the negative 3. Tapos plus, bale 1, may 1 yan, over J2, 5 times 10 to the negative 3. Yan. So, para ma-solve si I, di-divide nyo both sides dito. Dito sa 80 plus J2 to 40 times 10 to the negative 3 plus 1 over J2 5 times 10 to the negative 3. Ganon din dito. Di-divide nyo. Ibig sabihin, makakompute natin value ni current is ito, 10 angle 0 divided by ito, 80 plus J2 times 240 times 10 to the negative 3 plus 1 over J2 times 5 times 10 to the negative. Yan. Gamit na lang kayo ng calc dyan. So, 10 angle 0 degree divided by 80 plus I times 2 times 240 to the times 10 to the negative 3 plus fraction 1 over I times 2 times 5 raised to the negative 3 equal. Convert to polar, shift to 3. So 0.078 3, then angle 51.206 degree amps. Okay, balik nyo into time domain. So I is, so gawin na lang nating milli. Move the decimal place 3 to the right. So 78.3. Then cosine omega t. Yung omega, that's 2, right? Cosine 2t, then yung phase na plus 51.206 degree milliamps. Kasi nga, minove natin yung decimal point. Tapos ginawang 78.3, kaya dapat may milliamps dito. So this is the current. Okay, next, number 6, 7. For the network below, find the load current phasor I. So meron tayong drawing, voltage source 100 angle 0 degree volt. Tapos may load with impedance 5 plus J4 ohms. Lakihan nga natin. Ito daw yung load, 5 plus J4 ohms. Hanapin daw yung current dito sa load. Okay, so maganda dito naka-phasor na agad, right? So, ohms law lang. 'Di ba? Kasi meron ka lang voltage dito. Voltage in phasor form V. Tapos may load ka. Actually, this is impedance. Pag combination ng resistance, pag may real at imaginary part ka, impedance na tawag doon. So, using Ohm's law, mahanap natin yung current. So, phasor V is equal to current phasor current I times the impedance. Bale, V over Z, divide both sides by Z is equal to the current. So, divide natin. So, current is given yung phasor V na 100, angle 0 degree, divided by yung Z na naman, di ba? Complex number form, rectangular form, 5 plus J4. So, 5 plus J4. So, pwede nyo nang gamitin direkta yung calcu. Okay, so bale, input, 100 angle 0 over 5 plus J4 or 4I. So, convert nyo into polar, shift to 3. So, that's 15 point, approximately 15.617. Angle negative 38.66 degree na yan. Okay, amps yung unit. So, hindi na natin kailangang i-convert into time domain. Naka-phasor naman yung mga given eh. So, leave nyo na lang din into phasor yung final answer. 15.617 angle negative 38.66 degree. Okay, next, number 8. What value of omega, angular frequency, will cause the forced response V sub O in figure below to be 0? Okay, meron daw figure, voltage source, 50 cosine omega t, 50 cosine omega t volts. Ito yung V of t natin. Tapos may resistor, capacitor, inductor. Yung resistor, 2 ohms. Tapos, capacitor, 5 millifarad. Inductor, 20 millihenry. Yung voltage VO, naka-probe dito. Plus, minus VO. Yan. Ito yung circuit. Sabi, what value of angular frequency or omega will cause the forced response VO in figure below to be 0? So, kailan daw para daw mag-0 yung masasukat na VO dito across dito sa capacitor tsaka inductor, ano raw dapat yung unknown omega? So, kapag in-applyan natin ng KVL to, summation of voltage is equal to 0, right? Let's say may current din na magfo-flow I. Parang dun sa previous problem natin. So, dapat yung total voltage natin, phasor V, or sige, yung time domain muna nila, V of t is equal to the sum ng voltage drops dito sa mga inductor, sa capacitor, at resistor. So, VR, VC, VL. So, VR plus VC plus VL. In phasor form, bale, phasor V is equal to phasor V ng resistor plus phasor V ng capacitor plus phasor V ng inductor. So, dahil yung pinapahanap sa ating output, di ba naka-probe dito sa series voltage nitong capacitor tsaka inductor. Ibig sabihin, pag hinanap natin dapat yung sum nito, nung voltage across VC tsaka VL, it should be 0. Yun yung required or yung nire-require ng problem. So it should be phasor VC plus phasor VL equal to 0. Yan. Okay, 'di ba kapag kinonvert natin into the equation, sige, convert natin into the current kasi naka-series sila. Bale, dito, convert natin into current. Phasor V is equal to I, phasor I, R. Same lang dapat yung current uli nila kasi naka-series. Let's call I, phasor I. Plus, okay, kapag sa VC, ano yung I natin? J omega C phasor I. Kapag kay inductor, ano yung V natin? Ay, baliktad pala. Sorry. Kasi, di ba yung current natin kay capacitor is J omega CV. Di-divide nyo. Divide by J omega C. So, V is I over J omega C. Yan yung kay capacitor. VC. Okay. So, yung IC na to ay din kasi naka-series. So, palitan natin as I over J omega C. Tapos, yung kay VL, diba that's J omega L I. Pero, ang kailangan natin is ito. Ito yung VC tsaka VL, right? Equate dapat to 0. So, kopyahin natin ito. Copy. Then, equate to 0. Again, ito yung VC, ito yung VL na dapat magsi-0. So, pwede nyong i-factor out si I. So, mangyayari I times 1 over J omega C plus J omega L is 0. Hindi naman magsi-0 si I kasi may voltage source ko. Okay. Meron kang dadaloy kay resistor dapat na I. So, pwede mong i-divide both sides to by I. So, cancel. Matitira is 1 over J omega C plus J omega L is 0. So, pwede mo ring alisin yung J dito. Diba yung 1 over J, naturo ko to, that's also the same as negative J over omega C plus J omega L. Factor out mo yung J. So, J times the quantity negative 1 over omega C plus omega L. Divide nyo na lang both sides by J. Cancel. So, negative 1 over omega C plus omega L is 0. Yan. So, solve natin tong equation for omega. Transpose si negative 1 over omega C sa kanan. Omega L is positive 1 over, wala ng J. Omega C na siya. Cross multiply or multiply natin both sides by omega L. Omega over L. Okay? Para ma-isolate si omega sa kaliwa. So, multiply both sides. Cancel dito si L. Bali, omega times omega, omega squared. Tapos dito sa kanan, cancel si omega. Matitira is 1 over L times C. Yan. Kuhain nyo yung square root ng both sides. Square root ng omega squared, that's omega na lang. 1 over LC square root. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung formula natin for omega. Consider lang natin yung positive square root for the radian frequency, for the angular frequency in radian per second. So, we have positive square root ng 1 over LC or 1 over square root ng LC din. Equal to, right? Kasi square root ng 1 is 1, tapos mapupunta na lang sa baba yung square root. So, substitute nyo na lang yung value, 1 over the square root ng, ano ba yung L? Yung inductance ay 20 millihenry, tapos 5 millifarad yung capacitance. So, substitute, L is 20 times 10 to the negative 3, tapos yung capacitance is 5 milli. So, times 10 to the negative 3 farad. Gamit na lang kayo ng ano dyan, calculator. So, 1 over the square root ng 20 times 10 to the negative 3 times 5 times 10 to the negative 3 equal. Okay, sakto 100 rad per second. So, ang unit is 100 rad per second. Okay, so yan yung angular frequency dapat ni omega para mag-zero yung voltage ito. Resonant frequency. Okay. So, yon siguro hanggang dito na lang nakasolve tayo ng total 8 problems. So, abangan nyo yung next episode natin. Siguro more on ano naman, mga different connection ng mga RLC, resistor, inductor, capacitor, paghanap ng impedance nila, admittance, okay? Given series parallel, or even Y delta or delta to Y. Okay? So that's it for this topic. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from this video. See you on my next live. God bless everyone, future engineers. Aral lang lagi mabuti. I wish you all the best. I hope you pass all your subjects this sem, especially ito, yung AC circuits kung nagte-take kayo nito. So, see you sa next live. Bye-bye.